Chat YouTube, it's Deck Tech time. This time for a little bit of Hollow One featuring Moonshadow, a list that took second place in the last challenge. Looks pretty sweet, so we're gonna try it out. We got 4 copies of Bobble for a 0-drop artifact that also not only enables more types in the graveyard for the Goyf, but also um nope, that's it, that's all it does. I guess it triggers Moonshadow as well. And we got 4 copies of Moonshadow, which grows every time a permanent hits the graveyard. And then we got 4 copies of Burning Inquiry, which this also includes from your hand or from your deck. So if you surveil something to the graveyard, it'll grow the Moonshadow, as well as if you cast a Burning Inquiry and discard something, it'll also grow the Moonshadow. So it's a pretty good card in the deck. We got 4 copies of DRC, which also helps you enable Delirium with the baubles and whatnot. Then we got 4 copies of Faithless Looting, so that way you could turbo out a Hollow One faster and also discard Detectives Phoenixes. 4 copies of Lightning Bolt for a little bit of removal. Same with the Bowmaster Burning Inquiry, a notoriously devious combo, I should say. We got 4 copies of the Phoenix that you can bestow. Collect Evidence 6. And then we got 4 copies of the Hollow One and the 4 Street Rates that you can cycle. And then hopefully cast a little bit of a cheaper Hollow One. Mad base wise, we've got 3 Blood Crypts, a bunch of fetches, 1 Mountain, 1 Theater, 1 Swamp. Nothing spicy in the mana base. Sideboard, 2 copies of Surgical for Graveyard Hate, a couple copies of Thoughtseize for Hand Disruption, Meltdown for Affinity, Spellbomb for Graveyard decks, a couple copies of Vexing Bob also for Affinity, and then Damping Sphere for Stormatron. I think it's pretty close between the Mako and the Goyf. I think I start the turn by cycling the Street Wraith. Get a little bit more info. And I'm probably gonna just go DRC Bobble. I could also high roll Faithless Looting, but it seems kind of bad. Maybe not bad, but high variance anyways. I just misclicked. Instead of clicking on my opponent's portrait, I just closed all of my tabs. Shit. Hold on. I messed up. A nat won this dexterity check. Oh my god. How did I do that? I drew Faithless Looting. Control Shift T. All my tabs. That's fine, I didn't need them anyways. There's probably nothing important. I feel like a second DRC. Do I Burning Inquiry? I like looting safer. Although I don't get to cast a Hollow One if I looting, so maybe it's bad. Arrow Bolt. I'm pretty sure I'm playing against Jeskai Blink, so I think having the Bolt for Pele is going to be helpful. Maybe I should have kept the land over one of these bolts. Beans the Ragster. Yeah. It's been a good start to the stream, chat. Oh, tapped Arena of Glory. Pending, maybe? I feel like it's got to be a pending here. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty far behind. Or Solitude Ephemerate. Solitude Ephemerate would be really, really bad for me. No, it's a Solitude Ephemerate. Yeah. Shimata. Well, that's really bad for me. Do I high roll the Burning Inquiry? This one's just trying to fill the graveyard more efficiently. Let's try to high roll this. Maybe I don't discard all my bolts and I get a Hollow One. Okay. Got to keep a bolt and play a Hollow One. And I guess surveil Phoenix into the graveyard because we're lucky. I don't really want that. Kind of just a 1-1. Goyf would be pretty good though. We also made them discard the Riddler. It's probably safer to bolt the Solitude before casting the Burning Inquiry. But I think there's a higher chance we get to keep the hollow one in hand if we don't cast the bolt. Would you stop? Been Flage for that, huh? I like that Flage should have been pretty good there. Especially since they have Arena. Could also just discard this Goyf. And then cast it for 3 mana next turn. I have to cast it for 3 mana. I think I have enough stuff in my graveyard. Yeah, I think I discard those two. You're 3 mana. I think I hold this. Definitely gonna cast the Goyf next turn. I just don't know if I need to play a 4th land right now. I could potentially just discard it to Faithless Looting. So the DRC helps you enable the Goyf, which is why I think the DRC's in the deck. Also, like being able to bin Phoenix and collect evidence for your Phoenix seems good. As for the Shadow, I guess like it being able to grow off of discarding cards as well as Basic Island Flage. As well as just like, I don't know, being able to grow from this thing is kind of like a Mako with Menace if you think about it. Like seldom are you discarding spells. No, we're not in a great spot at all. They hit my butt boys. That'd have been nice. At least they don't have a Flage. But maybe they exiled the Flage from their hand because they had this basic island. Yeah, it grows when you surveil, so that's not bad. I don't know if I'm supposed to play Goyf or just hold up the Boboys. Maybe I'm just supposed to pass with the Boboys. And I can like kill theirs. And then maybe block the Ragavan if they dash the Ragavan. I think this is good for me. I should do it on this and then block the Ragavan because if they go to Ephemerate, I want my trigger to resolve. And if they Ephemerate my Bowmasters, then it comes back on my side. Yeah, this was great. What's the best flavor of ice cream? Can I be boring and just say vanilla? Or I guess specifically vanilla bean? Are they penning the Bowmaster? Guess they're trying to cast this Riddler from Warp. Who the heck are you? I've never seen your name around these parts. I guess now I fetch and play double Goyf. One bauble, one land, one of the cheapest creature, which is going to be Moonshadow, and then a Burning Quarry. Goyf, Goyf, go. I haven't seen a Phoenix yet, but a Phoenix would be pretty nice here. Maybe we can looting into one. Hit 1998 movie Double Dragon, which I still haven't seen to this day. Pretty happy that they're pending my Bowmaster. Speaking of which, it's kind of interesting. Do I looting or do I just Bowboy? Nah, I haven't really looked at the Riftbound spoiler at all. I think I just Bowboy. See the Eye of Ugin deck that took down the no ban list challenge is pretty cool. Is any Eye of Ugin deck cool? Yeah, I guess I should have attacked first. Because if they block that, yeah, I actually messed up here. I should have just attacked. Yeah, Eye of Ugin's pretty messed up. Yeah, I made a mistake. I should have just attacked. Casey Jones. Yeah, this card, Bowmaster's pretty good against Casey Jones. Hopefully we can just grow the Goyf bigger than the Riddler anyways. Them drawing 3 cards here is not great for me. I don't have much interest in this Moonshadow. Alright. DT, thank you for the raid! Hope you had a wonderful stream. I got a couple of options here. But I think my favorite one is just sending it. Item PD. Yeah, time zones are a little tough. Once upon a time, I used to stream during EU time. Double block. I think I'm supposed to bolt the Casey Jones. If they have an Ephemerate, I still get to kill the Riddler. No, they don't have anything. They have a Gal for this Goyf. Philia. I don't think I love how I played this game at all. I think I could have won this game if I played better. I might still win this game. Because they still have to discard 3 random cards here, which is 3 lands. Holy. There are 4 Casey Jones cards. I'm not surprised. Alright, so they got Felia Riddler. I can present 3 lethal threats right now as well. By Phoenix up here. I mean, if they have an Ephemerate in their hand, I guess they can go Felia attack, exile the Orc army, and then Ephemerate here. Worst case scenario is Solitude. Can I play around Solitude? I think if they had Solitude, they'd probably just flash it in right now. Well, no, I guess that's not true. Because if they went Solitude, Felia, Blink, Solitude, they could exile both of these, but then they would die. Okay. Flagey. Another relatively embarrassing Moonshadow. It's my best line here. I don't know if I have a great line. What if I swing? Maybe they just have nothing. If I cast Looting, what am I looking for? With 1 mana. Let's assume they have Solitude. How big's the Goyf? Could be any size, really. Goyfs are ephemeral. Just win? Question mark. Well, that's the goal. Oh, you're so smart, Jet. Nice execution. Pretty good execution of the just win strategy. I was not ready to just win. This is what happens when you listen to chat. You're right. I should listen to chat more often. Hey, chat, how should I invest my financial income? I was thinking about starting a blockchain called Dingo Coin. I want Vexing Bubble. Buy the stocks that go up. Wait a minute. You're onto something. I don't know how I feel about Vexing Bubble in this matchup. It's kind of good because of Solitude, but I don't think it's good enough. I think Moonshadow could come out in this matchup too. Better off buying shares of GameStop to the moon. Alright, we'll try it. I own some GameStop at some point in my life. No longer, though. Sold out a few years back. Oops. That's not Bobble. That's Bobble. Ooh, being a Phoenix? Wait, I just turned on turn 1 Delirium. Damn, he's nice with it. You don't see that very often. Paper-handed Weenie. God. Not a diamond-handed Chad. I also barely owned any GameStop. You know, GameStop you ever owned was store credit. Man, I see people trading in all of these PSA graded cards to GameStop, and it hurts my soul, because I know GameStop is just ripping them off so hard. Like, game stores would probably give you way more than a GameStop. Or maybe that's just me being biased from when people would try to trade in video games in the GameStop, and they'd be like, I'll give you $6. And it's like, I just bought this for 60. They could also just sell it on eBay or like anything else. A lot of pendings. I think one of these Bowmasters and one of these Bolts can go. Then I could cast another Faithless Looting, or I could just cast a Hollow one. I could just cast a Hollow one. On Basic Swamp, I think I should get another Blood Crypt. Maybe they can sign it anyways. A little bit of a bummer. Could have also maybe just discarded this other Faithless Looting and held like second Bowmaster in my hand or second Lightning Bolt. At this point, I think I just pass. I could Phoenix up Bowmaster, doesn't seem very good. I think most of the time, for Pokemon specifically, PSA cards are worth a hell of a lot more than non-PSA graded cards. But I think there's just a bigger collector market for Pokemon than there is Magic. Most people that play Magic just play Magic and don't really collect the cards as much. Bobble. Yeah, the Final Fantasy sets definitely like some of the Universes Beyonds are exceptions. Like Lord of the Rings was also pretty sought after and collectible. Like look at Post Malone with the One Ring, right? It's a pretty sweet draw. So I have to get rid of Hollow One, and I guess we get rid of Lightning Bolt. Could also get rid of Bowmasters. I might be able to Lightning Bolt and grow the Goyf again. Also hoping for no Solitude Ephemerate. I guess I can deal with the Ephemerate part, but no Solitude. Solitude in question has arrived. Man, I get ruined if they have an Ephemerate. Could just let my Boboy die. Then I still have to deal with the Solitude, which is pretty annoying. Alright. I'll bite. Cringe. Maybe I should have let him block first. I should have let him block and then done it. I don't think there's a good way of not getting blown up by a fem right there, but like this is the worst case scenario. If I let him block first, at least I don't lose like Bowmaster. 5-head play would have been like surgical consignment memory. But I wasn't even thinking about consignment memory. Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna draw a Goyf off the top. What's one card on top? No, not quite Goyf. Oh boy. Okay. We're pretty boned, I think. Don't love the spot that we're in. Casey Jones. You know what? I'm actually okay with this. I'm not okay with this anymore. Hmm. And this is why they have the basic island. Holy Shimata. I'm so dead. Where's the panic button? Well, I guess we gotta pass. I thought I was gonna cast the Flash of Surgical. I was actually feeling pretty good about it. I was like, alright, no problem. Them drawing a Galv is not good for me either. So I was gonna trade with the Solitude here. Or like block. Hello? Block? Okay. Thanks, Magic Online. Yeah, I think I still have to do this even though I know about the Galv. I could like double block the Solitude, but that seems like a losing battle. Perfect. That's just what I wanted. Another useless surgical. Alright. I mean, that's not bad. What is bad is I guess I'm out of surgicals now. So this Flash can just come back. I guess I should have discarded the land. Wait, could I have? No, I couldn't have. So I drew it off the Street Wraith, right? Could have discarded the Street Wraith, I never would have drawn the Goy. I don't know. I forget how that played out. Maybe I could have kept the surgical in my hand. I think I could have kept the surgical instead of the land. And then try to double block Flage and surgical it. I like the Goyf a lot here, though. Goyf seems very strong. I think Uro would mess up Modern because of Uro Consign. I don't actually think it's like Uro itself, but Uro trigger, put a land into play, and then consign the Uro escape, or the Uro sacrifice seems kind of busted, no? I got a Street Wraith. You're my Street Wraith. That'd be my only issue with Uro. But I'd also be okay if they banned Consign to Memory. If they banned like Consign to Memory and Kozilek's Command, I think I'd be alright with that. They'd probably have to hit one more thing out of Eldrazi. Maybe they finally get rid of E-Temple. E-Temple, K-Command, Consign, all gone. That'd be ideal. The most likely thing that's going to happen is no changes, or we get a couple unbans. Gross. Should have triple blocked. Oh, Ephemerate. Ephemerate and Consign's been getting me real good this match. Oh, it's another Goyf, but I mean, it's just going to get Ephemerate. It's just going to get Solituded. I think this game's unwinnable. I think getting Chain Solitude Ephemerate is just GG. If I took out Hollow One and brought Moonshadow back in, if they're just going to consign my Hollow Ones. There was a lot of consigns post board. I think I'm going to take out the Hollow Ones. Which might be troll. But for science, we're going to do it. My body's a machine that transforms 52 to 55% win rates into no bans, no changes. No changes, any format, buy more cards. That's what I'm expecting. I like this hand quite a bit. Brood Scale be unplayable. Brood Scale is super fringe right now anyways. I think the issue with Brood Scale is that it just doesn't have a good energy matchup. If your energy matchup was better, then Brood Scale would definitely see more play. There's so much energy right now. Bobble. Monday. In a short few days. I'm gonna hold up this Lightning Bolt so I don't get Solitude Ephemerate. But if they wait until they have 2 mana and then they go Solitude Consign, Solitude Ephemerate, then it is what it is. I think Deathrite Shaman, Ponder, Field of the Dead, Hypergenesis, Punishing Fire, Jite. There's probably a few more I'm forgetting. There's so many cards on the ban list that are just not powerful enough to be on the ban list. I could even see Golgari Grave Troll. But man, that Phoenix Grave Troll deck is kind of messed up. My opponent disconnected. I think Field is too slow for Modern. Like, the only deck that wants to be playing Field would probably be Titan. And I think Titan would play one Field at most, and it wouldn't even be that good. There's so many other utility lands I think they'd rather sink their mana into. Or just get in general. And there's so many ways of, like, looping you from nothing. Yeah, the BNR is on Monday. The Titan lists that I've seen in no ban list have not been playing Field of the Dead. Skull Clamp can't come back. That card's messed up. The One Ring can also never come back. Mental Misstep can never come back. Gataxian Probe can never come back. Amped Raptor could come back at some point, but probably not right now. Fury could come back. Giganta could come back. Violent Outburst could come back, but I don't think that would make anybody happy. Except for a few sickos out there. Cloud Post is never getting taken off the ban list. Cloud Post is broken as hell. My opponent can never come back. I used to laugh at old folks that don't know any of the passwords after using QR codes to log me into stream for 5 years. I have no clue what my password was, and it took half an hour to reset. I'm a boomer now. Remembering passwords ain't easy, especially if you try to, like, divvy up your passwords. If you have, like, 5 or 6 of them that you cycle between, it can be tough. It can be real tough. I love when I go to reset my password and I type it in. It's like, you can't use the same password as last time. They'll type in another one that I cycle through, and they're like, nope, can't be the same password as last time. Euro MTGO is lagging hard. Well, that's not good. I'm not sure what to do. I guess I will sit here and wait and see if my opponent comes back, and then, if not, you can't reconnect. Alright, I got a couple of suggestions. 1, I concede. Or 2, I wait for the 2 minutes and you just file for comp. Probably better off filing for comp, I think, but you can also restart the league. Guys were good games. Solitude Consign play got me real good. Because I was like, you probably have an Ephemerate, but I'm not sure if I could play around it too well. I should have waited for you to go to blocks. You had a Wrath. Wrath would have been good, for sure. I was just sitting on this Lightning Bolt in case you had Solitude Ephemerate. What are your thoughts on Dredge? I think the Dredge Phoenix deck is pretty strong. With Artist Talent. I don't know, that deck was really strong because of Gataxian Probe and Lava Dart, mostly. That deck also needed Golgari Grave Troll to be super functional. Chrome Mox helped too. I think Dredge could be good. I mean, I think Deathrite Shaman would help out the color pairs that are struggling right now, because I don't think Deathrite Shaman is... It's probably on par as the same power level as Guided Souls. Maybe weaker than Guide Souls or Ocelot Pride. What would I unban? Deathrite Shaman, Ponder, because those two cards were just fun to play with, in my opinion. And Birthing Pod. I would start with those three. Those would be my top three. All of those are just fun to play with, I think. I don't think, as long as Consign exists, I'm not sure that Violent Outburst is too powerful, but I also don't think Violent Outburst leads to good gameplay. You could bring back Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary is probably fine. What's going on here? Okay. I don't really understand what just happened. Yeah, but I want to be one of the people that plays the bad deck. Because Birthing Pod is unplayable in no banless modern, but Birthing Pod might be fringe playable in regular modern. But in no banless modern, that card's unplayable. You miss when Rhinos and Living End were playable? I think Living End's still playable. Rhinos not so much. I don't really miss either of those decks. I think those decks are pretty unfun to play against. I think I saved the Street Wraith. Maybe I cast the Hollow One next turn. I think Ring might be unplayable. I think there's too much fast mana for Ring to be unplayable. Looks like they have a Bobo up. Let's go to combat first. Alright. I guess we're kind of smart for going to combat first. Go us. I'd unban Splinter Twin. Now that card's busted. We can never unban Splinter Twin. Yo, Law Dog, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Not as broken as Jace the Mind Sculptor and Stoneforge Mystic, though. I remember everybody losing their absolute shit when Jace the Mind Sculptor got unbanned, and then it ended up being unplayable less than a week later. Nah, I take it back. It was fringe playable for a little bit. Damn, they pitched 2 cards for that. I think I'm cool with Burning Inquiry. Jesus Visos. Enjoy your movie. Sorry about us not getting to finish the game. Daybreak. That's why they're called Daybreak games and not Dayfix games. Please clap. They did. Daybreak the dang client. No, Daybreak's actually done a lot of good work for Magic Online. I still poke fun at them. Ooh. Well, that seems good. Alright, cast Nuclear Explosion. Seems potent. Thoughtseize in. I think Vexing Bubble's pretty good against Necro as well, so they don't Soul Spike. Spike. I think I can take out some number of Burning Inquiries and Faithless Looting. Probably more Faithless Lootings, although Bowmaster's already really good against them. If Bowmaster's already pretty good against them, maybe I don't need Burning Inquiry in that large of numbers. Could also take out Bobble. Let's just take out Bobble. So that way I don't have to deal with Vexing Bobble plus Mishra's Bobble. Although it feels weird taking out Bobble. Master Yi might be back for set 3. I hope. Oh man, I haven't seen the new champions that are coming out of set 3. The legends are kind of ass. They probably got scared after making Draven. Riftbound. Set 3 legends. Kha'Zix. Okay. I saw Baron. Baron's kind of interesting. Making a 3rd battlefield and then having to conquer all 3 battlefields to win the game is kind of interesting. Kha'Zix is cool. Is called shot the like look at the top 2, pull one in your hand, and then it has multiply or replicate. Replicate, I think it's called. I don't know. What was it called in Riftbound terms? Yeah, that card's messed up. Somebody cast that against me, and I was like, wow, you just get to do it for free? That's kind of nutty. Can't play a turn 1 hollow one. If Vex is in combat, it's literally free. Why? Why though? I mean, I get it, but like, why though? Because she says like whenever you something reduce the costs. I feel like casting Burning Inquiry might be a bad idea, but I do have Bolt for the Bowmaster. Let's cast Burning Inquiry. They're gonna Bowmaster me. I get to Bolt the Bowmaster. That wasn't a terrible Burning Inquiry. They discarded all of their removal. Maybe a Trespasser. They should take a Street Wraith here. I may take Delirium. Creature. Maybe not. So I have to get rid of a creature. Graveyard Trespasser. You're making my plans a little hard. I guess attacking for 3 is still fine. Alright, we surveilled the creature. Punch. Graveyard Trespasser seems like a tough sell for to me for being a modern playable card. I think this is like the absolute like bottom of the barrel. Like this is the last playable stat line you can have on a creature and text on a creature to make it modern playable. Don't tell Spike though. Spike will flame me alive. Actually, can I take it back? There's Savage Knuckleblade. That card's modern playable. Go. They should free the One Ring. Yeah, they should free it from the game, as in go back and go back in time and unprint it from the set Lord of the Rings, because of how goddamn egregious it is as a card. No, Trespassers in like Mardu Energy and some blue blacklists. Trespassers definitely trophied before Nux, or more recently than Nux. They could bring back Fury if they feel like energy's a problem. I don't even know if energy would play Fury or not. I'd probably play it in the sideboard for the mirror. But then you're gonna get like Fury Ephemerate, Jeskai Blink. That's kind of disgusting. Fury Ephemerate, Jeskai Blink. Ugh. My goif. I have no cards in hand. Chat, how big's the goif? That's right. It's a 4/5. But it's also ephemeral. It is constantly changing. And nobody truly knows the power of a goif. Push fatale. Hate to see it. Flip that trespasser. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I'm keeping that either. This hand good against Storm. Not particularly. Wait a minute, this isn't Storm at all. Keep this on top. And then cycle it after I cast Faith of Looting and cast free hollow ones. I guess cycle it before I cast Faith of Looting. I didn't move stick. Foliage. Shoal, Specimen, Spell Snare. Let me take a Shoal. I think I'm down just to like Burning Inquiry. With this card, Disrupting Shoal, Seagate, Force Negation. Oh, hell yeah. I kind of just started my evening. 2-0 so far. Not so bad. Washi Tongue's a hell of a card. Smack ya. Goifia. Let's get rid of the land. DRC. A Burning Inquiry and a Bobble. Alright, one card in. I still have to take this Goif off the table as well. Can they do it? No, they can't. Vaccine Bobble, Thoughtseize, and Surgical I think are fine as well. Not sure whose list I'm playing, but it got second place in the challenge. I think of the Lightning Bolts. And could take out a couple of Bobbles. Boys isn't very strong in the matchup either, though. Let's take out a couple of Boys. I think the only thing that triggers it is Tameshi. And I guess if they're going to cast Seagate Restoration, but I'm probably going to die or be dead by that point. So I'll roll without the Boys. Or Tribim. Vaccine Bobble seems great here. I think we're going to go DRC, Bobble, Fetch. EE on one. Well, what the heck? I want them to blow up this EE before I play this vaccine bubble. Another Moonshadow. This EE is pretty messed up. KCI would be very, very strong. Alright, pops the EE. Bobble. Bobble stuck. Alright. Am I feeling lucky, punk? Did I play turn 1 Moonshadow and go for it on turn 2? Or do I just turn 1 bucket? They're mulliganed. It's probably not correct to go turn 1 bucket. I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna be boring. Live free, die young. I'm gonna be boring. I'm sorry. Amulet. Oh, that seems a little bit better than burning a courier. I don't think I have time for Bowmaster. I think it's DRC Bowmaster in the graveyard. If they don't kill me next turn, they should be dead. Please don't kill me, Amulet. That would be much appreciated if you didn't kill me. Oh god. Don't play Lotus Field. Pretty please. Beseiju. We're saved. Oh no. We're ruined. Okay, well, they're gonna Beseiju my hollow one. At least they're growing the Moonshadow. Just make them do it now. Okay, well. Smack them. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. No bounce land titan. No land crumbling vestige titan. Oh shit, crumbling vestige titan. No, 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 no. Okay. Lotus Field. Lotus Field, Lotus Field? Am I gonna die? Is your last card a Green Sun Zenith? I feel like their last card was a green Sun Zenith and they got hella lucky. Oh, it's a Rumble. Splunking, Urza Saga, Hammer, Battlement's Forest. So they gotta take the Splunking. And then they have to draw a Titan off the Splunking. Did you draw a Titan off the Splunking? Wow. Wow. Damping Sphere and Thoughtseize are coming in. Bowmaster out. I think Burning Inquiry can come out. It's either Burning Inquiry or Lightning Bolt. Maybe I want these Surgicals. Maybe I do Surgical plus Burning Inquiry and I take out the Lightning Bolts. That looks kind of good to me. Maybe like a Surgical Titan or Aftermath Analyst. By leaving Burning Inquiry. It's kind of like a Thoughtseize. In a way. Could be better than a Thoughtseize. If I do have the Surgical. Would KCI be good? Yes. KCI is not good in no ban list because it's a little bit slow. Because most of the time, you kind of can't really play Chrome Mox, and a lot of these decks are relying on Chrome Mox for fast mana, but Chrome Mox doesn't work super well in a deck full of colorless artifacts, so it's a little awkward in no ban list. As soon as you cast KCI, the game ends, but, like, it is a 4-mana card. You play stuff like Mind Stone to cast it on turn 3. Yeah, it's also just, like, not a good deck to have around, period. Sand could be anything. I'm gonna bubble myself. I think I'm pretty alright drawing that. Titan. Oh, they kept that hand? Surgical. After this Moonshadow. Moonshadow. I'm gonna actually fetch and response here. Moonshadow card's been pretty decent. I drew a lot of nothing. Oops, all lands. Yeah, we're gonna play McWin Sauce's list today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Depends on when we get to it. I'm already at 6 life, by the way. I kind of have to draw a surgical, like, right now. Interesting. They're grabbing an Urza Saga. I thought they were gonna get a bounce line here. Or maybe, I don't know. I guess Urza Saga also makes sense. You must discard both. Man, I didn't want to discard both. Well, I can at least Thoughtseize the other Titan out of their hand, but if I draw a Surgical, I'd much rather cast Surgical. Hmm. Well, let's attack. See if I want to double block. Drawing a Simic Growth Chamber. Take Primeval Titan, excuse me. Then we'll play Hollow One. Survey land at the graveyard. Say go. I'm at 4 life, which is kind of scary. Luckily, the constructs are going to be small. If they held up this haste land, they could have given us haste. And then besieged me and put me to 2. They don't have FOV up yet either. Not a very reliable blocker. How do we win this turn? Can we win this turn? I drew a lightning bolt? No. How dead do you think Browns actually is? Very. Do you think bringing back Outburst can save it? Maybe, but at the same time, I don't think there's a good metric for the amount of fun people are going to have playing against Violent Outburst again. And because of that, I don't think there's a reason to bring back Violent Outburst. No, they have a Force and they have a Boseiju. I just think there's no good reason for them to do it. I think I'm just supposed to attack. Yeah, Living End's probably just better than Rhinos in every way, shape, and form anyways. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I cast the Phoenix and potentially die? I think so. I mean, I'm very happy that Rhinos is a dead deck. Because I don't think Rhinos is fun to play against. In fact, I'd wager that Rhinos is actively unfun to play against, and so is Living End. One of the hands of all time. Man, if this hand had a Moonshadow, this hand would be insane. I'm going to keep it regardless, though. This hand could be anything. Hopefully draw Moonshadow. I'm playing against Prowess. This hand's not very good against Prowess. Drawing a Goyf. I don't think I want a Burning Inquiry, and I'm kind of okay drawing this Goyf. So maybe I just put this into play tapped and say go. I don't know if this was the right approach, but I feel like I want to have a Bowmaster in play before I cast this Burning Inquiry, and maybe I can snipe this Otter token with a Bowmaster if I'm lucky. Cutter. Cutter Bobble. Cutter Mutagenic. No, because I want to fetch a basic here to conserve my life total. I think I'm just supposed to bow the Otter down. Could easily die from this spot still. Guess there's no reason to not bobble anymore. Lava Dart, bummer. It's very, very bad for me. Swifty. Dart, kill both. I think I'm just dead. I flashback the dart. Ping. I take 9. What a bummer. I don't even love Damping Sphere against them either. That's probably better than the thing that hurts myself. Vaccine Bobble's also not that bad. Take a Vaccine Bobble. I don't think I want both. The hand was not good against Prowess, but I think our hand was fine against most other decks, though. But the hand that starts me at 16 life, not ideal against Prowess. Also didn't really have a turn 1 play to do either. I was trying to save the Burning Inquiry so that way I could go Bowmaster into Burning Inquiry. I just died too fast. Lava Dart's such a nutso card in prowess. I guess I should have bobbled them first. If I bobbled them first and I saw they had a Lava Dart on top, I don't even know if that changes my turn, though. Like, my turn's still gonna be bad regardless. Ew. I mean, it could be good. If I drew a fetch land off the top. I got 2 looks at it. If I don't draw a fetch land, I'm not really doing anything with my turn. What do you think, chat? Is this a keeper or a mole? A sneep? A sneep? Man, it's close. We'll try it, but I'm not confident. I think I'm supposed to crack this bobble right away, though. Let's try to live the dream. But I agree, I think it's too risky. If this were a tournament, I'd probably mulligan this. Not good. But there's still hope. Show me land on top. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. One time, dealer. Maybe they also have a 1-lander. Well, they have double bobbles, so... Depression. That was a good run, chat. 4-1, not bad. No, Moonshadow's not symmetrical. Super Shredder is, but Super Shredder only counts things on the battlefield. It's like beyond disaster. This is the I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Alright. Live by the hollow one, die by the hollow one. Not bad, though. I feel like if I kept better opening hands both games, maybe we would have had a chance against Prowess, because I don't think that matchup's actually that.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore!